new normal in the Straits of Hormuz. Thank you, Commander Bhushan. Let me get General Dwivedi into this conversation. General Dwivedi, quick thoughts. So the prima facie big news is that Iran has announced that they are reopening the Straits of Hormuz with the caveat that you have to go through the channels that they are going to pilot you through, because the main channel is sea mined. Do you think this is going to change something or doesn't change much actually?
Thank you. Thank you, Rishabh. First and foremost, Strait of Hormuz had emerged as the center of gravity of this whole war or the war zone. The second issue is, Rishabh, after the agreement or ceasefire and how the negotiation progress, two things are going to happen very certainly. One is that the whole architecture of West Asia is going to undergo a change, because the geopolitics are going to actually get reshaped. And let's not doubt, Iran has emerged a stronger entity now than before the war. Second point is, as I said, the Hormuz is a state, center of gravity. Therefore, Iran is going to control Hormuz now. Of course, they will ensure that the ship passage is smooth and they're back to the normalcy as far as the traffic is concerned. But as far as the control is concerned, Iran is going to ensure that it has certain degree of sovereignty over the Strait of Hormuz. That's what the change I expect. But the one thing is very clear: the erstwhile status quo is gone. There will be new status quo, new protocols, and this waterway will now have the imprint or the overarching shadow of Iran. Rishabh.
So, as things stand at this moment, there is no ship of any measure with its transponders on that is traversing the Straits of Hormuz. There is a lot of local trade going on between Larak Island and Bandar Abbas, which is the main Iranian port. But the big announcement has come. So if you take it at prima facie value, ladies and gentlemen, Iran has announced that it has reopened the Straits of Hormuz with the caveat that, sorry, the main channel is mined. So you have to go through this via Larak Island, which is very close, very much in Iranian territorial waters, incoming towards the north of the Larak Island and outgoing to the south of Larak Island. Whether this means that the toll will still be charged, almost certain. Are they making a public announcement? No. They are saying all ships are welcome to contact the IRGC Navy and we will guide you through this channel. And you can well imagine that they will charge a toll. Proof of the pudding will be in the eating. As a merchant navy captain from a merchant navy fleet, under the advisement of your government, whichever they might be, would you want to run the risk of trying to break the blockade, knowing full well that there are sea mines and potential attack that could still happen? The answer is no. If you were to do it, you would have done it weeks ago. Why do it now? So the main channel is not going to open. Will the Iranians allow ships of all flags, all nationalities, all firms to utilize this route? The consensus seems to be that it is in the Iranian interest to do so, because they will earn a toll for this. They will also prove that it is safe to traverse these two channels that they have created. So it seems that yes, they would allow them, but probably for a certain fee, and to make the point that the strait can be opened and closed at their whim and fancy, very much under their control. We're going to keep on tracking these very important developments, because yes, prima facie the Straits of Hormuz have been opened. Prima facie this has to have an immediate relief impact, not only on oil prices, but for every single human being all over the world who's had to bear the brunt of it. But how long will that fundamentally change, and whether this now becomes the new normal? It seems that in the near term, at least for the next several weeks, if not months, this will be the new normal. So the Straits of Hormuz, ladies and gentlemen, are potentially open. Ships are yet to traverse them in any large numbers. We'll keep you updated. I'll take a quick break for 1 minute. We come back on the other side and pick up election coverage.